Hey everybody, welcome to Perry TV. Whenever I get a chance, I gotta hear Scott Ritter. This is live on Canada Day, July 1st. So to all my Canadian viewers, happy Canada Day from United States of America. Let's listen into what Scott Ritter has to say. Hasn't been on lately, so he's here with Danny Haiphong. Let's listen in.
Iran, by squeezing the Strait of Hormuz, can undo whatever economic benefits the United States and the world have accrued by replenishing their oil stocks. Neither side wants to go back to full-scale war. The United States can't win it, and Iran,
However, Scott Ritter is gaining a little weight. I think it's time for him to hit the Ozempic and get some injections, thin out like he used to be. Was a handsome young man back in the day when he was a nuclear inspector. But anyway, let's listen in.
What is the purpose of going to war and continuing the war? None. And the United States can't admit that it lost, so it can't negotiate peace in good faith. I think what we're...
America don't lose wars, baby.
At an extension. Until we get past the midterm elections, and it doesn't matter, because Donald Trump will either have won it and therefore be liberated of the,
Yeah, the midterms mean nothing to Donald Trump. He doesn't care. He's in his last term as president.
Actions and not have to pay a price at the polls.
The problem is SCOTUS would not go along with his birthright. When you have a baby, even if you're just there visiting, if you have a child in America, he's an American.
I don't see the United States going down that path because we can't win it. And that's where we're at. I think we're just going to be in this perpetual state of, playing games while Iran maximizes its economic benefit. And the United States seeks to, as J.D. Vance said, replenish global oil stocks.
But that leads to inevitably, I guess, back to square one, except the United States, as you said, a lot of these shortages that the U.S. is experiencing takes a bit longer than, it takes a pretty long period, correct, for the U.S. to even think about conducting the kind.
Gas prices are still very high in North America.
And beyond.
Look, the United States is not going to be able to reconstitute the military force that it brought to bear on February 28th for some time now. And that's another reason why this is just going nowhere. This wouldn't be the first time that a hot war degenerated into or coalesced into a warm war and then became a cold war. That's what I see happening here. I don't see permanent peace being established. What I see is reality, realpolitik clicking in, and you're going to see nations, making decisions about their future. I don't think the Gulf Arab states are going to be,
That's Scott's dog, Russia.
Security anymore. They're going to be looking for alternative security arrangements. I don't see Iran.
Stop it, Russia. I'm going to have to put you in your room.
Soon, but that's okay. They'll make adjustments.
That's a joke, by the way.
Themselves with the East. The United States will be happy with just keeping the flow of oil going. But they're not going to make the concessions that Iran would seek. And so you're going to have a whole bunch of things not happening, and that's going to define the new reality. The new reality will be founded on the notion that both sides need to max.
Well, Iran was booed at the recent FIFA Cup. They were booed like crazy. I don't know if that means anything, just point of fact.
Strait of Hormuz, being open, but,
I love Scott Ritter because he always tells the truth. That's the main thing, and that's why we're watching, because I show both sides.
They used to strike. Every once in a while they do strike, and then that causes a tanker to get hit, and then they stop. I think this is the permanent state of affairs until we get a political change in the United States. Of course, that will hope.
Sorry, but Donald Trump is running around on his brand new 747 jet that Qatar bought him. So that's going to be not for another couple of years, Scott.
Power here in the United States, but I don't see the United States capable of peace. And of course, we're aligned with Israel, which is totally incapable of peace. So,
Yeah, shake your head, Danny. Yep, yep.
just see a permanent state of lukewarm war.
We do not want war, that's for sure.
Netanyahu has said in the last 24 hours that Israel is ready to go back to war with Iran whenever they give the green light to themselves, not needing the United States. This is what Netanyahu claims. What does all of this mean, though, from what you just said, and this fact?
Good question.
For not just Iran but Lebanon and the entire fronts, because that clause number one, and if we have lukewarm war, it's likely that there is.
What does that mean, lukewarm war? War is a serious thing. It's about killing people and breaking things. I don't like it. It's bad.
Non-deal that happened since the last time we spoke. Your thoughts and reactions?
I just need to remind your audience, I probably don't need to remind them, that Lebanon has beat Israel several times in the past, that Israel is incapable of defeating Lebanon, hasn't shown itself capable of defeating Lebanon, is currently losing to Lebanon on the battlefield. And that when this ends, it'll end with Israel being kicked out of Lebanon. That's how this ends. There's no other ending. How we get there, how long it takes, is a different question. But the stupid games being played by Israel right now, where with the Americans backing, they've.
He said earlier that Israel doesn't want Lebanon. Lebanon is for the Lebanese people. It's the terrorists, but I don't know. I show both sides, and Scott's the man.
Continued occupation of Lebanon, therefore it's not an occupation, therefore Hezbollah loses all legitimacy. I mean, this kind of stupidity only reinforces the.
Well, Hezbollah wanted to get help from Iran, and they kind of couldn't do it.
More legitimate in the eyes of many Lebanese than the Lebanese government, because Hezbollah is the only organization today willing to fight and die for protection of the sovereign territorial integrity of Lebanon. Where's the Lebanese army?
What?
Games. So Hezbollah is not going to quit, and Iran will never quit supporting Hezbollah, and this is just the reality of it.
Well, I don't know if that's 100% true, but you heard it from the horse's mouth. I love Scott Ritter. He's a good man, and I hope you enjoyed watching. My Canadian brothers have a great Canadian Canada Day, and let's see what happens. Let's hope war is over and the gas flows and prices are down, because I don't know about you. I have to sell my truck because paying $500 in gas for over a month, like I just can't afford it. So anyway, please support the channel if you can. Love you guys. Have a good one.